Hey everyone, it's Laura from Lively Plans. Thank you for clicking on my video. I appreciate it so much. Today I am going to be doing my July currently inked, as you can see. This is the second time I've done this video because the first 3 inks from my last video disappeared. I don't know where they went. They disappeared into the ether, and so I'm redoing the whole thing. So supplies, I have my Sterling ink notebook. This is 52 GSM Tomoe River paper. I have my glass spoon, my teaspoon, to do a little swatchy. Let's get started. Oh, and I used for my title, I used my Opus 88 with a, I think it's a 1.2, let's see. No, it's a 2.4 parallel nib on it, and it's inked up with Robert Oster Violet Clouds. For my first pen, I have my brand new Omas Ogiva in the demo, which I adore. I love watching the ink slosh around in here. And this is a broad nib. I have this inked up with Tono and Lim's Chocolate Cosmos. And I'm going to be trying to do something a little different for me. I love how Julia here has been doing her swatching, so we're going to try that today. This is a broad nib, but on the Omas, it's more like a double broad. That is my Omas in broad with Tono and Lim's Chocolate Cosmos. Next up, if you have been watching any of my videos, you should know that this is basically my favorite pen of all time. This is my Bone Crusher 7 Studios and Stellar Stardust. I have this inked up with Kitty Inkpot, Elegy of the Fallen. This is an amazing chroma shader. I really enjoy this color. That is Bone Crusher 7 Studios with a medium nib inked with Kitty Inkpot, Elegy of the Fallen. I mean, that is like a perfect match. Okay, next up I have Robert Oster in copper, inked up in my Narwhal Nautilus in the Dreamy Nights colorway. I'm really enjoying how this swatch, this way of swatching shows off all of the properties of the ink. is my Narwhal Nautilus in the Dreamy Nights, inked with Robert Oster copper. Next up I have Tom Studio Watermelon Shimmer inked. Can you hear my dogs in the background? They're play fighting, maybe, I don't know. Okay, I have this inked up in my Benu Talisman, Lily of the Incas. And this also has a broad nib in it. That is my Benu Talisman in Lily of the Incas, inked with Tom Studio Watermelon Shimmer, and I really think that the ink matches with these the shimmer in the pen really well. Next up, I have my Grail pen, the Leonardo Momento Zero Grande and the Angel Skin. I have this inked up with Fanyantan, I think that's how you say it, and the name of the ink is really long and kind of hilarious. I kind of love it. It is called You Are the Champion of Coffee, and because I am the champion of coffee, I had to get it. It is a lighter ink. I'm not sure how much I'm going to like writing with it, but it's a gorgeous color. It might be better with painting rather than, or making inking messes, than with writing with it in a pen. It might go really good in a parallel. Should have wrote that all in caps like I did everything else. That is, and it matches his pen perfectly. That is my Leonardo Momento Zero Grande Angel Skin, inked with Fanyantan, You Are the Champion of Coffee. The next pen I have inked is my Sailor 1911 Large in the Cthulhu colorway, and that's in a medium nib. And this is inked with Qinghai Wave by this is another Fanyantan ink. I spelt it right. Last time I spelt it wrong and I had to burn my notebook, but this time I spelt it right, so I'm pretty happy. So that is my Sailor 1911 Large in Cthulhu, inked with Fanyantan Qinghai Wave. Next up I have the Benu Dailymate in Wednesday. And this I have inked up with Tono and Limbs, Voyage Begins. That is my Benu Dailymate in Wednesday, inked with Tono and Limbs. Voyage begins. So the next ink I have inked up is another Kitty Inkpot, and this is Little Boat's Journey Amid Rain. I have this inked up in my Edison Collier in the Mermaid Whisper. And this is also a medium nib. What I get for having big handwriting. So that is my Edison Collier and Mermaid Whisper with a medium nib, inked with Kitty Inkpot, Little Boat's Journey Amid Rain. Next is another Kitty Inkpot ink. This is Fluffy Wool Ball. This I have inked up in my Visconti Painted Beauty. This has a medium nib. That is my Visconti Painted Beauty, inked with Kitty Inkpot, Fluffy Wool Ball. Okay, so my next pen I just received, and I need your help to figure out what's going on. So this is the Visconti in the Lavender Isle, which is an Atlas exclusive. This is supposed to be a broad nib, and I think it's not. It says it's a broad nib, but it doesn't write like a broad nib. And I have this one inked up with another Fanyantan ink. This one is Autumn Dew. This one's even thinner than the medium. That is my Visconti Lavender Isle, inked with Fanyantan Autumn Dew. Okay, I'm gonna let these dry and then we'll come back and take a look at them all again. Okay, so we're all dry And so let's take a look at each of these a little closer. So we've got my Omas Ogiva in the demo with the broad nib, inked with Tono and Limbs Chocolate Cosmos. And then we have Bone Crusher 7 Studios in the Stellar Dust, inked with Kitty Inkpot, Elegy of the Fallen. And I just want to bring this up closer because look at the chroma shading in that. It is absolutely fantastic. Next, I have my Narwhal Nautilus and Dreamy Nights with a broad nib, inked with Robert Oster Copper. Then my Benu Talisman in Lily of the Incas, inked with Tom Studio Watermelon Shimmer. That shimmer is insane. It's great because even in the writing, can you see it? Then I have my Leonardo Momento Zero Grande and the Angel Skin, inked with Fanyantan. You are the champion of coffee. And again, I'm thinking this is probably a better painting ink than a writing ink because it's really light. Not sure if it's really legible. And I really love the brown haloing in the swatch. Then I have my Sailor 1911 Large in Cthulhu. And this I have inked with Fanyantan Qinghai Wave. Look at the chroma shading in that. You can just barely see the chroma shading in the writing, like in the Cthulhu. Next, I have my Benu Dailymate in the Wednesday model, inked with Tono and Limbs Voyage Begins. Then I have my Edison Collier Mermaid Whisper, inked with Kitty Inkpot Little Boat's Journey Amid Rain. Let me bring this one up too, because this has got some crazy chroma shading. And you can see this one in the writing, which I love. Next is my Visconti Painted Beauty in medium with Kitty Inkpot Fluffy Wool Ball. And again, amazing chroma shading. So pretty. I think this one goes really well with the pen that I put it in. And then last is my Visconti Lavender Isles. It's supposed to be a broad nib, but I'm thinking that it's not, with Fanyantan Autumn Dew. Let me know about that in the comments below, if you think that's a broad nib or not. And here they are all together. And that is my currently inked for July. I hope you enjoyed, and if you could hit that like button, that would be fantastic. And if you'd hit that subscribe button, that would be even more fantastic. That would make my absolute day, week, month. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.